this is the Fire Brigade, the Flames, chapter 96, and I am the Angry Myth and the Reviewer. Once again, the translations were very fast, as the two former classmates, Arthur, Shinra's rival, and Orgon, the one friend, tries to stop him. It appears that Arthur is the only one who notices that Shinra is probably being possessed by Haosume, because he somehow seen the same electric things like before, and he even can briefly see someone behind Shinra. That's a problem a bit with Arthur. He is dumb as bricks. It's just that somehow he is the only one who can see the one things that are not obvious to others' eyes. It's an example being that the guy being disguised as Shika or whatever. So, of course, it turns out that Arthur was the one who escorted Shinra. So, so they need to find a way to get Shinra back to his senses. But how? Well, so they decide to do a little bit of a coordination technique, so to speak. Commander Ark suggests that maybe Shinra was influenced by the Adora link, and if we cut off that link, then we can do that. As they begin to fight, they show incredibly strong endurance, so to speak. And it turns out that Commander Pan's whistle is not just a whistle, it is actually his own firepower, so to speak. Basically it's something like using the, what is that word? He calls the whistle and he strengthens the guard of everyone else, even though that kick did hurt. So turns out that Pan will focus on healing because his whistle is like that, while Arthur and the others do on the front lines. Of course, as soon as Arthur hears the group healer, he immediately spaces out, saying something like sees Pan as the magic who will inspire the fighters, Orgon as the one who will avenge his village, and he sees Commander Arg as well. A shield, as they are the Night Knights and they'll defeat the demon. Pan wonders, is something wrong with him? Is he being possessed as the Commander Arg? But no. Orgon is just saying he's making progress. So yeah, once again, Arthur really has a spacing out concept just from hearing all this, but he is making progress according to Orgon, and indeed he does. From those words alone, Arthur gets a little bit more activated, so to speak, and then he uses Commander Arg as a shield. And well, that is actually pretty disrespectful, but it's also pretty cool, so to speak. It is Arthur after all. He doesn't really care about any that or that. But those kicks were enough to knock out Commander Arg as he faces off against Shinra, questioning, aren't you the one who's going to be the hero? Aren't you the one who's going to be a hero? But when Shinra answers, heroes are used and destined to burn, he who questions, is that the woman behind you? So as the White Hoods senses that Arthur is there, Shinra is still being possessed by Hito Hashirama, who influenced him to fight even more. Burn that night, and I will tell you where your mother is. Can someone save Shinra from this pitch black of hatred that is drowning himself in? Who knows? All in all, a pretty funny chapter, especially with Arthur spacing out like that. It's so typical him. But you give me your thoughts if you have any.